The 2025 NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway was full of controversy. The overall spotlight belonged to a young Connor Zilisch, who has been rewriting the record books all season. But on the other side, Austin Hill caused a serious accident that has once again put Richard Childress Racing in a very negative light. So in today's episode, we break down everything from Zilisch's historic drive to Austin Hill's wreck with Aric Almirola, and why RCR keeps getting caught in mess after mess. Let's start with a standout moment of the night. Connor Zilisch had just turned 19 a few days ago, but showed again why he's being talked about as one of the most promising talents in NASCAR. With this latest win, he now has 6 Xfinity Series wins in his career, making him the youngest driver ever to reach that number. Out of those 6, 5 came this season. Even more impressive, he's won 4 of the last 6 races and 3 back-to-back. He has now finished in the top 5 in 9 straight races. That level of consistency and performance is almost unheard of in the Xfinity Series, especially for a rookie. Zilisch's success becomes even more meaningful when you consider that he missed 1 race earlier in the season due to a back injury he suffered at Talladega. He didn't race at Texas because of that. But ever since he returned, his lowest finish has been 5th. That shows both talent and mental strength. During the final part of the Indianapolis race, Zilisch found himself behind Taylor Gray during a restart. He could have panicked or made a mistake, but he kept calm. When Sam Mayer chose to push him on the outside lane, that small move helped Zilisch get ahead again. He fought back, cleared the traffic, and took the lead for good. This wasn't just luck. This was smart driving and earning the respect of fellow racers like Mayer. Even though Zilisch may not have had the fastest car, maybe a 3rd or 4th place machine, he made it work when it mattered the most. This win was not only his 5th of the season, but also gave Junior Motorsports their 100th win in the Xfinity Series. That's a big milestone for any race team, and having a 19-year-old deliver that win just makes it even more special. Zilisch doesn't look or act like a teenager. His calmness, focus, and driving style seem like that of someone who has been racing at this level for 10 years. Some tracks that others fear, Zilisch has only seen once or twice and won both times. That includes difficult circuits like Dover. He's proven over and over that he can adapt fast. With all this in mind, it's no surprise that Trackhouse Racing is almost certain to move him to the NASCAR Cup Series next season. The Cup Series will be a much tougher challenge, with a different type of car and a much stronger field. It'll be difficult, no doubt, but Zilisch has shown that he can handle pressure and learn quickly. No one expects him to dominate in his first Cup season, but he's ready to begin the learning process. And if he keeps improving at this pace, he could become a regular Cup Series contender very soon. But while Zilisch brought smiles and celebration, another part of the race brought shock and concern. Austin Hill also caused a crash that was dangerous and completely avoidable. It happened late in the race when he was battling Aric Almirola inside the top 10. Hill got pushed slightly out of line and looked to lose some control. But what happened next raised a lot of eyebrows. Instead of just regaining control and falling back in line, Hill turned left and made contact with Almirola's right rear, sending him head-on into the outside wall. It was a hard impact and both cars were damaged, and Almirola's race ended right there. Almirola said afterwards that this was one of the hardest crashes of his career.
Oh, that was violent. To be totally honest, that was one of the hardest hits I've taken in my NASCAR career. The impact felt very similar to when I broke my back. I'd be very interested to see the black box data from that crash, but it was vicious, and that's just uncalled.
When a veteran like Almirola calls it one of the worst hits he's had, it's serious. And NASCAR agreed. After reviewing the footage, they decided to park Austin Hill for 5 laps as a penalty for reckless driving. That may not sound like a big punishment, but in racing, 5 laps down is basically the end of your night. It showed that NASCAR is taking such action seriously. This wasn't the first time Hill lost his cool on the track. He's had past incidents where his temper got the best of him, and this time it crossed the line. It looked like a case of frustration turning into aggression. Many fans and experts believe that NASCAR should have suspended him for at least one race. There's also a rule this year that makes the suspension even more serious. If a driver gets suspended, they lose all their playoff points from the regular season. So Hill would start the playoffs with 0 bonus points, even if he had earned many throughout the year. That's a big price to pay, but still, some feel it would be the right move. Other drivers have been suspended in the past for similar actions. For example, Matt Kenseth once got suspended for 2 weeks for intentionally wrecking another driver. What's more important here are the playoff points. If Hill is suspended, and if he later receives a waiver from NASCAR to still join the playoffs, he'll still lose all of those 21-plus playoff points. That means even if he comes back for the playoffs, he'll have to start at 0. And many fans and analysts believe that this is exactly how it should be. You can't earn the rewards and then behave recklessly. If you make a move that puts others at risk, there must be consequences. Adding to the drama, Austin Hill did not speak to the media after the race, but his team radio was shared and he sounded angry. Just a few weeks ago, this same driver stood up and claimed he wanted to be a role model for the series. He said he wanted to promote clean and respectful racing. Now people are laughing at that statement. His actions on the track do not match those words, and this is not even the first time he's acted this way. Back in 2023 at Martinsville, he had a heated on-track battle with his teammate Sheldon Creed. After the race, Hill was very quick to blame Creed. Also, last year, Hill and Cole Custer had a clash. After spinning out, Hill didn't stop there. He drove up to Custer again under caution and spun him out a second time. This shows a pattern. This is not about just one emotional moment. Hill has had issues controlling his anger on the track before. Because of that, he shouldn't get the benefit of the doubt this time. If NASCAR is serious about safety, it should not go easy on him. What made things even more complicated was how Richard Childress responded. After the race, Childress was asked if Hill should be suspended. He answered strongly, saying, "Hell no."
Hell no. They didn't do a damn thing to the 2 car when he wrecked Ty and admitted to it, drove him in the right rear and wrecked him at Coda. It's who you are. We're a blue-collar team. They give us trouble all the time.
Back in 2023, his grandson, Austin Dillon, was also involved in a wreck. He caused a lot of damage in a race at Richmond by taking out multiple cars. NASCAR decided that win wouldn't count for playoff eligibility. Childress was furious about that. He even claimed it cost the team millions of dollars. Again, he blamed NASCAR instead of holding his own driver responsible. This is becoming a pattern with Richard Childress. Whenever one of his drivers does something wrong and gets into trouble, he blames NASCAR. Instead of telling his drivers to stay calm and follow the rules, he throws out complaints. Austin Hill has talent. No one questions that. But talent without discipline can lead to disaster. Everyone makes mistakes, but what matters most is what you do next. Don't forget to comment down your thoughts on this situation. And while you're down there, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more upcoming uploads.